Welcome. I am Crimey Queen, and if you are joining us for the first time, it's the channel where we have fun with words and numbers, numerology to be precise. When I say numerology, it just seemed I could feel the serpent, Mother Eve, of course, just worming her way through me. Oh, and of course, what do you do when something's wormed in you? You move. Okay, so of course, if you're new to this channel, this is Mother Eve. Let's see, this is Mother Eve. This is the sacrifice template. We usually have these two lights kind of we can get that done like air to air or side to side on the template. And this is where, of course, we use the numbers from 1 to 9, the letters of the alphabet. We have manipulated the position intuitively on this side, not the A, of course, because this is the beauty. I think I'm enjoying this more and more. The beauty of intuition and really going with the flow is that there was no inclination to change the A, here, this bracket, this column, and so we have left it as it was, or as it is rather. And then we change the A and the J has been changed, and the C, of course, has been changed, and the L. We have changed, I think, the M and one or two letters here. On the other side here from the F, where the fox is, of course, the fox had proven so much too clever to do or want to do anything with it. Instead, we were guided to see where the fox would lead us. And of course, we have been led onto lovely, insightful territories on this journey. So, basically, just to give you an insight of the template, and this is Mother Eve, and this is, of course, her latest version, which seemed a happier Mother Eve, we should say, in comparison to the past few we've had. Okay, just dab my nose a bit, excuse me. Right. So basically, we are exploring just having bite-sized presentations that really highlight what we are in essence. We have been looking at we are dots, we are the I am that I am. We have seen that. It also reflects in CNN as well somehow. That would be with number 13, yes, 13. 13 is the incubator. 13 is where 13 is soul. 13 is atom. 13 is that which we are in essence when we are dots, because I've done the whole in fact, I did the whole thing that you are dots, and it came to number 8. Number 8. And of course, we see how that all comes together. So I want to further explore the I am that I am. It's the word that. The word that actually equals 13. Let's see if I can use this board, which is much lighter. And of course, there is lots on there that I think I will be needing, but we have to trust the memory bank, because the memory bank, Mother Eve, has the lot to it, and it's amazing the information that has been coming out of that memory. We have the ability to remember the joys and the pain and the emotions of our ancestors, and that's what has been happening through me. So I am leaving this black, white, yellow on here as contrast and neutrality with the yellow, so they all equal 11 master numbers. Black is 11, white is 11, and yellow is 11. So I leave this on there. I'm going to call on revelation into motion, and waters into reflection, and transparency. Of course, Mother Eve is waters. So I'm going to call on to these facets of Mother Eve to guide us in these presentations. Yeah. So we'll be looking at the I am, that, I am. Oh, I just recall I made a presentation on that, but had not made it clear where this is coming from. It's coming from the scene with Moses meeting with God on Mount Sinai. And of course, in that interaction that was going on, that's where God said to him, I am that I am, because Moses wanted to know who he had met with through the burning flame or burning bush. Let's just do Bush, President Bush. This is amazing. Yes. Again, the B, 3, 1, 8. So I do those things. I just go with the flow. So this is 10 and 3, 13, and 1 is 14. Wow. Wow. So the bush, bush is actually 5. Now, I'm not so sure that we want to think of Mother Eve as President Bush, the former president of America, but however, we can see that there are some kind of correlation. We could say being sly. Well, I don't know for sure, but there's the reputation. One would have to have a degree of slyness and shyness and all of those S words to really be a president. I believe so anyway. So there's no excuse or having to try and make this seem, but it is actually 14. Now, but that is fascinating. Now, I continue to say I'm also of 14 children. I'm the 5th child, and I have 3 5s in my date of birth, and my name equals 5 as well, my first name. And so there is quite a lot going on with me and number 14 and Mother Eve. So, of course. So this is the word we want to, wow. We want to examine that. Of course, we want to examine that. So one of the things I have been observing as well is with numerology is also the etymology of words too. I'm trying to keep very much in the numerology of what I'm doing, but Mother Eve keeps telling me that, remember, I have not given you the spirit of fear, but the spirit of sound mind, meaning go with the flow, listening to the sounds that are being uttering. That is why she whispers. She's the serpent. And this is why we're shh, shh, or however the serpent does its thing. But, the tongue goes out as well. It's that's the serpent is present. She's the one who whispers quietly in your heart, the middle of the heart, where there is an arch, we could say. It's the A for arch. Let's just put it this way. And the A has 3 strokes, which coincides with the first word that Mother Eve said in her contracts to the gods, we could say, let. The first letter in that first word has the numerical value of 3. So, of course, A in the middle of the heart, H-E-A-R-T, is very much in the middle. This is where Mother Eve, we can see, Mother Eve is tapping right there into the heart of each god she was encountering when she said, let there be light, or let there be whatever it was. And of course, in the middle of the heart, we see the word air is right there. We also see the word hair. And there is also the word that. Well, there are two T's in that, but there is the word heat, H-E-A-T. Okay, so we have, and there's the word he as well, he and hair. So I have got a lot of presentations on earth and heart, etc. But just to give you this, and we could also say that it is that in a sense, but the T, because it's the T on either ends, not repeating itself, hair. So we could say that is really heart. The heart is really that. Okay, so, and we have the word the, T-H-E. We have he, and we have her, and hair, H-E-A-R, and we have heat, H-E-A-T. We have art, A-R-T, and we have rat, R-A-T. We also have tar, T-A-R. So we have a lot of these words. We have air. Have we done air? No, air is very important. We have air, E-A-R. Right. We have eat, of course, because that's the whole where everything came about. E-A-T, E-A-T, and of course et is the same thing. So these are words. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, master number, 11 words from the heart. There probably is more, but this also gives us an understanding. When it is said the answer is in the heart, well, Christ's teaching, Christ was really spot on, because when we check our behaviors, or we go into that, we can find way down in the heart where we are being the rat, or we are being rattish, or we are being hard like tar, or there's the blackness or darkness or whatever it is, or the toughness, whatever the toughness being like tar. And we can find, of course, we eat with our hearts because we open up our hearts. When we feel content, we feel in love, we have ate. Of course, there is number 6. It is 8. Rat is 12, so that would be 3. So we could see, like rat, for instance, carries that 3 vibration. We understand what a rat is, and we understand what 3 is there. No wonder it's 3 is requiring, constantly requiring us to break off it to really find freedom. Okay, and hair is actually 9. Heat is, this is 13, 14, 15, 16, so heat is 7. And this is what I've been used to. Heat, of course, an instrument. Art, of course, is my favorite word here, is 10, 11, 12. So art, of course, is a bit like rat. Not a bit, it is on the very same numerical value. Art, rat, ta. Ratata. Wow. Rat-a-ta, rat-at-ta, ratata. I hadn't got that before. Ratata, ratata, rat-a-ta. Okay, but that is 3. So 3 is 9 right there. Okay. I'm sure there is some quite significant things to that ratata there. Let's see if I can find my one of my pads have just fallen off. Okay, another pad. Right, okay. So we can see with heart what heart is right there. Now, we want to do that. So what I saw with that is really looking at 2812. I have this, I'm forming a relationship with the numbers, letters as well, that tend to tell me their character by just looking at them. So the T is humble. It is humble. I don't even know what humble is in equation, but let's see. 8, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. Let's do this quickly. So this is 11 and 15, 15, 17. That would be 20, 25. So I had not seen the 7 as humble in that sense. I've seen 7 a little bit like arrogant. I don't know why I say that, and I'm still feeling, but this is the serpent. This is the serpent. And of course, as I have done a numerical presentation, there is a part of the serpent where you can actually tame, we say tame her. She's humble. She can be, you can hypnotize her. So there's the word hip, like I did. You can hypnotize her. So there is a degree of humbleness there. Yes. So 8 we know is infinitely whole, the infinite whole, and which really is where one has to break of that to enter into another cycle. They need to break free, because this is a set. You are set in that. You are set in that state of being, going round and round, round and round. So to get out into a new cycle, you need to break of this. No wonder it is like 2 frees together. So this is, you need to break of it. Okay. Am I throwing everything off the floor? Oh, okay. So 2 is humble, 2 is partnership, 2 is fellowship, 2 is agreement, marriage, love, and so on. But what I was looking at is that it's as if the 2 end of any word, the 2 end letters of any word is giving their, it's sort of like a protection or a fence for what's inside. It's like a wall. It's like they are like guards. They are making a statement here. And these 2s here are making a statement here. They are in agreement. So they have formed a bond right here to protect the element of that which is within here. And this is the ha. Now that was what really caught my attention, the HA. This HA here was what was with the change in name in Abraham and Sarah. So their names were first Abram, and then he became let's just do that, Abraham. HAM. So the change that had been implemented was the HA, like we see right here. That was a 9 spirit, saying for birthing from 8 to 1 or 1 to 8, whichever way we want to perceive that. Likewise in Sarah, SARAI, the name was Sarai, but it was changed to Sarah, RAH. So we see that AH was the reverse to the HA that Abraham had received from God. So the HA and the AH became aha. That's where we get our aha moments from. So basically, the I am that I am is that it's presenting us in all aspects, is when we get that aha moment, or aha, whichever way we put it, is that God is making his presence felt to the T. now his, her, whatever we want to put it as, because when we do this, we see that it comes to number 13. That's when the 13 at the table were there before the bonding had taken place. This is the incubator. This is where you go with the aha by then realizing, oh, well, I have 12, my 12 disciples at the table with me. I will be transiting into another realm. I won't be with them in this form anymore. And I have got this wonderful notion now how I can not only comfort them, but how I can let them know that my presence is always readily available to them. And then that becomes an aha. This is the aha. So the two, wow, Mother Eve is working through me. So two on either side here is really giving the indication that there are two aha. This is reverse. You could say aha or ah. It is giving that it locks that vibration right in here. It locks it because they are in perfect fellowship. So this is what I am learning when I see a word now. The first letter is always giving an indication of what is to be expected. It's the introduction. It's saying it's two. Haha. It could be the laugh like I had when I realized that we are all 14 gods, for instance. I laughed, and that's what Sarah did as well in the reference of Abraham and Sarah when God told her she would be with child. I think child is 3. Let's do this with child. CHILD. Oh, my pen dries up. 3, 8. Let me pronounce longevity on my pen now. My pen is fine. So child is, this is 11, 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. And 4 is 19. So child, meaning she would be with all there is, 1 to 9. That which we have on the sacrifice template. Okay, so she laughed. This is what we are learning, or we learned in the story of, I think it's Genesis chapter 17 thereabout. But she laughed 3 times. And so we are getting the clear understanding that that has a vibration of laughter in it, or a vibration of it's the aha moment. It really is the aha moment. So this was what, of course, Moses had encountered. Fire, a flame that spoke to him. You know, there would have been aha or ah, or those surprise or exclamations, anything with an exclamation mark. You know, we could really see it as that. Thank you very much, and I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found this fun. So when you get that video or the essence of that content, I hope you go, aha. Thank you. Wonderful vibration. It's 9, both in unit.